What's up guys, welcome back to another video. So I finally got my computer from after like years of wanting one like this. As you can see, my PC, my gaming PC finally is in my hands. So what you just saw was from March 2017. It's been already over 5 years. I still remember being at school and my sister sending me a picture of the box of the PC when it arrived. Time flies and it's gone through some great transformations. What you saw in that clip, that's what it looked like originally, but as you see now it's completely different. These are the original specs. It had an Intel Core i7 7700K CPU, ASUS TUF Mark II motherboard, 8 gigs of ADATA XPG Z1 memory, an ASUS GTX 1070 Armor OC graphics card, a 700 watt EVGA power supply, 1TB Western Digital Blue hard drive, and all that was inside of the NZXT S340 Elite case, which was my favorite at the time. Of all those parts, the only three that remain in today's version is the processor, the 7700K, the GTX 1070 graphics card, and the 1TB hard drive. The parts that have been introduced sometime in the last 5 years have been the ASUS Z270A motherboard. I had to replace the motherboard because the other one went bad at some point. I think I probably shorted it out when I was replacing the cooler or something at some point. It now has 32 gigs of Corsair Vengance RGB memory in white. I do remember I tried looking for the same ADATA XPG Z1 model memory, but I couldn't find it anywhere, so I just replaced the memory to have them all uniform. A couple years ago I introduced a 500 gig Samsung 860 EVO SSD, which is now my main drive for faster boot time. I've replaced the power supply with a 750 watt Cooler Master Masterwatt power supply. This one is modular. I don't remember if it's semi-modular or completely modular, but one of those. And it's all inside the Gamdias Apollo M2 case. Nice beefy case with some thick fans in the front, some thick boys. So it looks way different, but it's got the same heart. I've tried my best to keep it clean both physically and online, so it has a low chance of failure and slowdowns over time. Lately it's picked up quite a bit of dust because I hardly use it. I've never had to restore default settings because I haven't felt the need to do it. It's still blazing fast and buttery smooth, working on everyday tasks, gaming and video editing. When I bought it I was 18. Now I'm 23 and I have way less time to game and make videos, but I'd say it's been preserved quite well. The only area that has caused a few blue screens is the overclocking department. It just can't handle what it once was capable of. I never really took advantage of the unlocked processor, but I did try recently and it wasn't really liking it, so oh well, not like I need it anyway. I just wanted to try it once more. Gaming wise, I never felt the need to upgrade, and now I still don't feel the need because two reasons: I hardly play games anymore and because it still handles the games with ease. I do remember back in the day when it still had 8 gigs of RAM, I would get this message when playing Ghost Recon Wildlands saying that it was low on memory or something along those lines. And at the time, Ghost Recon Wildlands was a really demanding game. Not so much with the newer graphics cards and components, but at the time it was. But now that the computer has 32 gigs of RAM, I mean really with 16 you'd be perfectly fine. Anything more than that is just extra, but I wanted to go a little overkill and got 32 gigs just to fill up all 4 slots. Most of the games I play are able to run at 1440p with high to ultra settings at a cool 60 FPS or more. More demanding games are still able to run at full HD with high and ultra settings. And besides, I'm still a console player at heart, so most of my gaming is done on console anyway. I still can't get a PS5 though. If you have an extra one, please send it my way. So the main purpose of the PC today is video production, and it handles that nicely. I've edited 95% of my videos in the last 5 years on this computer, but even that, I don't even make videos often anymore. It's been a couple months since my last one. If you're wondering what your computer will be like in 5 years, well, if you take care of it and you don't download stuff from sketchy websites, you really shouldn't have a problem with viruses or any slowness due to malware and stuff. It will become a bit slower as programs, features, and updates require more resources and technology becomes outdated, but most of that can be improved by adding memory and storage over time. And that's a pretty painless upgrade. It's definitely worth it if you plan on using your system over time. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. In the comment section below, tell me what type of computer you have, the specs, and what you use it for. I'll be active in the comments, so there's a really good chance I'll respond. Thanks again, and as always,
Screw you guys, I'm going home.